I am from San Francisco originally, raised in Daly City, and have just been sort of a round the way kind of Bay girl, moved around a lot. I have been a single mom all throughout with both my kids. And at some point, we were homeless for a while, living out of van, living out of, people's garages, couches, things like that. Shelters, we've been to every shelter there was. We exhausted a lot of them too, so it was really tough. About a year and a half ago, my kids ended up in foster care. I needed for them to know that mommy was not going to give up, that mommy was going to do everything she could to make sure that they were safe, even if it was away from me. That was the toughest part. And even if somebody else had to take care of them for me while I took care of myself, I had to make sure that they knew just exactly how far I would go for them. By the time I got to Life Moves, I had not only got to the point where I knew I needed help, I asked for help, and I got it. The goal was for me to get stable enough to get my kids back and to get housing. There were a lot of steps that needed to go into that. I did everything that I could to utilize any resource there was. About 2 months in, I was connected to the VRS home program.
When I first started working with Odessa, we put together a plan so that we could build her up both emotionally and physically and give her some more skills because she'd been out of the working world for a while. In addition to providing both hard and soft skills for Odessa, it was vital to get her support with both mental health and housing, two key components in the success of our program.
I was in the program for about 6 to 9 months, and while there at the work center, I got to do hands-on training, and I actually got to do a lot of different things. I wasn't just in one station in particular. I would flow through different stations.
Once Odessa was deemed ready for community employment, we got her into the job development piece where she got support with leads and ultimately got a job at Goodwill. At that point, we felt it would be in the best interest for job retention is to enhance that piece with a job coach.
The first time I was connected with Odessa, I met her on the job at Goodwill. And when you get to know Odessa, she's a high energy individual. And so she made it very easy to work with after I explained to her how I can support her on the job, and we worked together for many months. It was a pleasure being an ally for Odessa throughout her journey.
Once I had passed my 90 days at Goodwill, I was able to get my housing voucher. And once I was able to get my housing voucher, I was able to get my kids. It has been quite a journey, to say the least. I have my kids, I have my stability, I have my housing, I have my job, and I couldn't have done it without the VRS home program and Life Moves.